Welcome back, gamers. This is another episode of RPP. Yeah, I think that'll work over the over-elaborate extended name. Yes, that'll work nicely. Anyways, so this video is going to focus on the talents and the different UI changes they've done, just to show you. Now, of course, the profession menu is the same. Nothing changed about that. Though the main thing that has changed is the talent system, the glyph system, and also the way the spell book is set up. Now, with the way it starts is you pick your specialization. You get certain spells within that specialization that are specific to it. Like affliction, you get corruption, unstable affliction, bane of agony, and malefic grip. You know what is red here. You get that as an affliction. You go to demonology, you get certain other ones like summoning a Felguard as an extra pet and such. Then you got destruction, they get soulfire, conflagrate, all kinds of fun stuff. Well, once you choose it, you go over to talents and it gives you this menu of pictures and names. Every 15 levels you essentially get a talent point rather than every other level now, and before that it was every level. So they've definitely dumbed it down a lot, though the way they did it, I guess, is acceptable. It's just kind of, I like having the talent points, as I said in the last video. They were fun to put in, try and figure out what worked best. But unfortunately, not everyone's a number cruncher and not everyone wants to do that. So Blizzard has gone with the easier, more casual approach, as they have been focusing on more of the past two expansions more and more. But as it goes, level 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, and then the final level of 90, you get a talent point at each set. Level 90 is going to have all your biggest new spells and abilities that you get. Now with level 50, I'll be going over, I'm not going to go over each individual one right now because I'm actually going to be doing videos on each individual class and going over what they have and what you can do with them. This is just to show you the different talent system. Now, they don't actually, none of the talents usually, most of the time, don't have an actual buff to damage or anything like that. They took that completely out of the game. If anything, there's abilities that may heal you or maybe reduce speed, or they don't even have things that reduce target's armor from what I've been reading on any of these. It's mainly just to heal or slow down the target, maybe do a couple other things, but nothing that increases your damage. Now with the glyphs have changed a lot. As you can see, there's only 2 sets now instead of 3, and really the only ones that do you a maximum amount of good are the prime, well, I guess they're called major glyphs now. There is no prime glyph. So major and minor are the 2 glyphs now. Major will give you the massive buffs to each ability that you can put in there, and then the minor glyphs are more of a cosmetic type thing now. They will change something to make it a little more fun. Like Druid's got a lot of little neat ones, like turning into a stag where someone can actually ride you around as a mount, and then a bunch of other ones like changing into an orca, things like that. They've got one for the warlock, which is changing your shadow bolt. Your shadow bolt's like kind of spray out of your back in 3 and spread into 3 and then go around and go right for your target. It's kind of cool looking. They also got your Glyph of Nightmares for the Warlock. Your Fellsteed or Dreadsteed actually leaves a Flame of Trails. But yeah, as you can see, minor glyphs are just cosmetic, more or less. There are a couple ones in the minor area on certain classes that may give a slight increase in aid on certain situations. But as I said, nothing increases damage except for maybe your major glyphs. I think that's the only thing that may give you a benefit in damage on anything. Now, the other thing that they did change with the UI setup is the spell book. The spell book isn't separated into 3 different talents anymore. Since those are essentially gone, you only get the spells that your specialization can use. So they got your active tab, which are the spells that you can use and physically activate. And then you got your passive skills, which are the buffs you have or different things like your flying, armor skills, and maybe your pet skills, what they may have. Now, I'm not sure if I like that or not. It's kind of odd to me. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be 6 half 1 dozens of the other. There's going to be a 50-50 thing where people, oh, I love it. And then there's going to be the people, I hate it. Get rid of it. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about it at this point. I'm just going to go on the fence walker and be the little douche that does so. But I can't. I'll make my decision eventually. I mean, it's kind of nice, but you would think that if you're a warlock, you may or may not have the same abilities, so I guess that makes sense, but, you know, or any class in general. But you only get the specific abilities to that specialization that you've picked. So yeah, that's about as far as the talent and specialization goes. The new UI, I mean, essentially the UI itself is the same, but I've shown you what they've changed. So, just so you know, there you go. This is Daniel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more fluffiness.